In 79 AD, Mount Vesuvius violently erupts. Pumice and ash bombard the city of Pompeii at the foot of the volcano. The city holds on, praying that the wrath of the gods spare them. In the early morning hours, searing hot pyroclastic surges race down the mountainside, completely sealing and burying Pompeii. For nearly 1,700 years, Pompeii lay sleeping under the ash. Frescoed houses, graffiti, carbonized loaves still in the oven, even the shape of people captured in the ash. Pompeii is a time capsule and one of the most important archaeological sites on Earth. Ever since I learned about it, I knew I had to see it with my own eyes. I'm with the group in this beautiful plaza, ready to head to Pompeii. Super excited. There's a beautiful mountain there with a casino on top called Monte Cassino. Monte Cassino. And we're here. Pompeii. They built the houses on top of a little cliff to defend it from attackers and enemies. The last time Mount Vesuvius erupted was 1944. Average approximately every 100 years. So it's due to erupt in like 20 years. Entering Pompeii. Wow. These are the bedrooms of the gladiators that practiced right here. In one of these gladiator rooms, they found a rich lady with 17 men. Everybody was like hiding in the bedrooms, no matter the social class, to hopefully protect themselves from what was about to occur. Earthquakes, smaller eruptions. The final eruption was at 4 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, you can imagine what was going on. Of course, Pompeii is known for its adult entertainment and eroticness. They thought the eruption was wiping out Pompeii for their deep debauchery. Oh, this is one of the rich houses where the rich people would live. And look at this street. This street is like super modern, very organized. Dude, these houses were simple, but yet super cool to see how they lived back then. Had a little terrace, maybe storing some food, a little pantry, a window, a door, living room, then a bedroom in the back. Wow. And of course you can tell, according to social class, different styles of houses. And then they had little niches there, maybe for storing stuff, I don't know.
The upper floor they collapsed. You have a marble counter, clay jars, very deep, covered with a wooden lid. I open the lid and I'll give you food.
That's pretty much street food. They would like scoop up food as people would walk down this street. The original McDonald's fast food. Fries, burgers, dips. Pompeii was super modern. They had bakeries, bars, fast food, adult entertainment. There's a whole red light district. They had surveillance cameras. I wonder if this is the original road structure. Brick oven. This is a bakery. It was covered with ash. And when archaeologists excavated it, they found inside the reason for the volcanic eruption. Pizza with pineapple on it. Wait, really? They found pizza with...
Yes. With pineapple, not with the pineapple, but with the pomegranate, figs and nuts.
Wow. Blasphemy. Oh God, there was a little fountain here. Little inside garden courtyard thing. Wow. This is so cool.
Almost of them, in 100 human casts, we will see two different positions.
That is incredible. Those are negative casts. They were cavities in the layers of ash. They would pour molten plastic into it, which solidified into the cast.
Wooden horses. The rod inside the Festus was the blacksmith. There was somebody in the divinity was able to create so much of the different wife and the children under the illusion of.
So when the head of the family died, they would create a little altar to remember him by. The god of fertility. They had like drainage channels. Look at that. Damn. Holy shit, this is the fish and meat market. There's a big ass table here in the middle where they'd cut up the fish, cut up the meat. We've got statues up here. Temple dedicated to an important, influential family here. Oh my god, these are skeletons. Holy crap. So these were apparently travelers. So they weren't buried in the cemetery of the town. They were buried here for some reason. Maybe they used their meat. Maybe they were cannibals, I have no idea. Pottery pots for food storage, seeds, fruits, dried fruit, tomatoes. I think they stored water in these big ones. Wine jars from 2,000 years ago. No. Oh man, look at this guy. This is crazy. You can actually see some of the clothing, the linen on him. Because they were buried, right? And somehow preserved. This was the slave and, what did he say? Workmen and slave market. Is this original marble? Just fascinating. Oh shit, shouldn't have done that. Oh, a little cubby hole for stuff. And then, yeah, people will be sitting here trading stuff, bartering. I'll give you a lamb for a Big Mac. I'll give you a Vespa for a nuclear reactor. Wow, this is insane. Imagine people walking around here just like I am walking today, just going about their daily life, praying to the gods. The worst and best part of this is the volcanic eruption, right? Of course, a lot of people died instantly. And I think the rich were able to escape, but they forced the slaves and workers to stay and keep their belongings safe. So that's the worst of it. And then, but just from a historic and archaeological point of view, this is a gold mine. Imagine excavating this, like you get a glimpse into exactly how these people lived. They had their fast food, they had their brothels, they had their mosaics, painting pictures of daily lives and festivities and celebrations. And they had an amphitheater where they played music and acted out plays and theater. Wow. There were actual people. They had whole lives spent here. Wow. This is very moving. And then 79 AD, earthquakes started happening. Volcanoes started erupting, spewing out ash and pumice and rock and lava and then the big explosion happened at 4 a.m. The cloud of ash and rock and volcanic substance went up into the atmosphere 20 miles. Can you imagine that? 20 miles up into the atmosphere. 100 million tons of scalding ash and rock spewed out of the volcano, that volcano right there. It was a massive explosion. Someday I'm gonna see the caldera of Mount Vesuvio. Some areas, it blanketed the town with 24 meters of deposited debris. 24 meters, that's like a 7-story building. Imagine the explosion taking place and huge rocks, small rocks, large rocks, falling like bullets from the sky, destroying everything underneath it. It must have looked like something like a nuclear explosion, straight out of the mountain, and then darkness. The sunlight was blocked out completely for 3 days. Cast of a dog on a chain. Oh my God, it's a family. Oh my God. The baby was on top of the mother, it seems, and the father was reacting to the pyroclastic flow. And another baby. Oh my, you can literally see his diapers. Looks like an oven or a heater. Wow, the statues. I think I gotta come back. There's something about this, it's like timeless, right? It's like you've entered like a wormhole and you can see their lives through this portal, essentially. So there you have it, the story of Pompeii and the beast of a volcano, Mount Vesuvio. Remarkable place, highly, highly recommended to visit. You can do what I'm doing, a day trip from Rome. It's about 12 to 13 hours long. Bus ride is about 3 hours, and all along the way, the tour guide is like keeping you busy with information about the place. If you guys enjoyed this adventure, feel free to leave a like, a comment. I'd love to hear back from you. Hit that subscribe button and maybe that little bell button. Oops, speak of the devil, there's a bell. And check out my other adventures, from food in Japan to Antarctica to volcanic eruptions in Iceland to hiking. There are just so many adventures and so much more to come. And I'm super freaking excited to show you guys.